All right, but now at one point in my life, I was a I was a pretty big baseball fan up until the late '80s, early '90s. I think what really made me stop watching baseball was when they had to strike in '93, '94, whenever it was. They had to strike in the middle of the season, and the Cleveland Indians were killing it. And at that time, the Cleveland Indians hadn't been to a World Series since like 1948. So I was very interested in seeing if they were going to make it to the World Series that year, which would have been for the first time in 40 something years or whatever. But they canceled the season. And I never went back to baseball after that. I never went back. Players started changing teams every week. All the bad teams would sell their players to the good teams. And even though I'm a Dodgers fan, I don't like how the Dodgers operate. You know, they just go out and buy all these players. They still can't win a World Series. But having said all that, let me get back on the topic. The World Series starts this weekend. The Phillies and the Astros. I dislike both teams. Uh, but aside from that, is that anything you're going to watch? Do you have any interest in the World Series?
Much like you, I kind of put baseball down early '90s. I got tired of all the strikes. Um, like you, I'm also a Dodgers fan, but I also like the Pirates. Because I'm a still a fan. Anything Pittsburgh is putting me. The hockey team, the baseball team, everything Pittsburgh. Um, but the thing is, it's just I got tired of trying to keep up with, you know, 877 games. Is that actually about what 140 or something like that? Um, I got tired of trying to keep up with all the games. You can't keep up with the players because the players are changing or going down to the minor leagues, going and coming back up in coming back up and going to another team. In baseball, that baseball money ain't no joke. I mean, we talk about football money and basketball money. Baseball money is just out of this world. And anytime you watching the news to catch any, I don't watch baseball anymore. I watch the highlights because it's easier for me to keep up with them that way. But I don't sit down and watch a game. The only way I would watch a game, I'd like to go to a Major League Baseball game. Hadn't been to one of those yet, but I actually go to the Blue Wahoo games here in Pensacola. They're pretty exciting sometimes. But I don't know if I can watch the World Series now because I used to watch the World Series and look forward to it, but I don't like either one of these teams either. I don't like no teams coming out of Houston. I surely don't like the Phillies. So it's gonna be kind of tough. I might try to tune in for maybe one of those games to see if it's kind of exciting, but I I just don't think I'll waste my time with that. I'd rather watch a football game or a NASCAR race versus watching baseball because baseball is just really, I mean, it's just kind of it's not that good anymore.